Hey everyone! Today I have gathered all of you to talk a bit about AI. But why? Recently everyone has been talking about AI, and this has to do with the fact that ChatGPT 3 was released a couple months ago. And a lot of people are freaking out about the capabilities of this thing and what the future might look like. Today in this video I wanted to talk a bit about the current state of AI and where it might be going in the future. So to start, what is AI? What does that mean? So, as many of you probably know, AI means artificial intelligence. What does it mean for an intelligence to be artificial? What does it mean to be intelligent? We humans, we like to think of ourselves as intelligent creatures. What we basically mean by this is we are able to solve problems in our brain. We are able to observe things in the universe, think about them, and then come up with a solution for a certain thing. But we build something ourselves, and that thing itself can then solve something. That's basically what we mean by artificial intelligence. But this concept of AI is not new to us. It's been around for many decades, actually. It's been popularized in a lot of movies. However, around 2015 is when it got a little bit more serious. OpenAI started in 2015, and we also see a lot of big tech companies starting their own AI sectors or acquiring these AI companies to also focus on the development of AI themselves. On top of that, in 2015 we also see people like Elon Musk, Stephen Hawking, and dozens of top AI engineers at the time come together to voice their concerns about the ethics of AI. And they basically said that AI had to be regulated before it could escalate. So it's been quite some time that these companies have started experiencing with AI technology. But then why now all of a sudden the rush? With the release of ChatGPT 3, we saw that there was a huge demand for this product. We saw it reach 1 million users in just 5 days. If you're one of the big tech companies and you see this news, you'll start realizing we should bring our product to the market as soon as possible. So that's what we're seeing right now. Now, one of the first big tech companies we see jump on this trend is Microsoft. Microsoft quickly bought OpenAI and implemented it into their own search engine, Bing. Now, one of the last companies that we want to see a platform such as ChatGPT, where you can basically ask anything you want and provide you with an answer, is Google. So obviously Google had to do something. Therefore, we quickly saw Google announce that they were also releasing a chatbot called Bard very soon. Now, Google is definitely not new to AI themselves. Some of you might know DeepMind from the documentary AlphaGo, which was a project by DeepMind, which is owned by Google, or Alphabet, I should say. Besides that, they also experience with large language model systems such as ChatGPT. Google calls this LaMDA, language model for dialogue applications. And some of you might also remember this Google engineer that claimed that LaMDA was conscious. For now, the main focus is based around language, about language models. It's basically text predictors. So for now we have two big players in this game, Google and Microsoft. But you can imagine that in the future other big tech companies will also join, such as Meta, Amazon, and Apple. And for them it might even be more interesting to also have text to speech or be voice generated. So you can imagine you can interact with a ChatGPT-like system, but it's like Alexa or like Siri. So you're basically talking to an AI chatbot through voice instead of typing to it. This is something that we will most likely see in the next decade, I think. On top of AI being used as text generators and language models, we also see it used in many other ways. For example, now we see a lot of videos, audio, and pictures being generated by AI. What this basically means for me is that AI is probably going to dominate the digital space very soon. Now, although these text-generative AIs have their ethical concerns too, because they might come to certain conclusions that are unethical, or they might make a decision that is very biased, we see even more problems with these AIs that generate video or audio. See these videos pop up of famous people saying stuff that they're not actually saying. Deepfakes are becoming more and more real and more indistinguishable from actual videos. Soon we might not be able to distinguish what is real and what is fake on the internet, which could cause a lot of concerns. Of course, there's also very good implementations such as this.
Oh, boys, I may need some help. I found a room with a bunch of mob spawners. Can y'all come and help me destroy them?
Not right now, Trump.
Not right now, bro. I literally don't even know where the fuck you at.
But other implementations such as this one,
Look, that Alpha Grind product that's all over TikTok, if you go to Amazon and you type in libido booster for men, you're going to find it right at the top.
are quite concerning. Here we are all talking about AI in the digital space, and everyone is rushing on this. The big five tech companies, Google, Amazon, Meta, Apple, and Microsoft, are all on this. Meanwhile, there's another big company that everyone seems to forget, and it's probably the biggest AI company in the world, who's actually focusing on some other stuff that's quite mind-blowing to me, but is talked about way less frequently for some reason. The company I'm talking about is Tesla. Maybe some of you think Tesla is just a car company, but that's what many people think. But they're actually going to release this robot called Optimus. And we recently, during Investor Day, we saw a video of this.
That when we did AI Day, this version of Optimus didn't work at all. So the rate of improvement here, I think, is quite significant. It's obviously not doing parkour, but it is walking around, and we have multiple copies, I suppose, of Optimus.
For me, when I saw this video, I'm like, okay, this is like the intro to Westworld. We're seeing these robots that are just making more robots. There's a lot of people that don't like Elon Musk and don't like Tesla, and they want to see him fail, and therefore they don't really talk about it. But we cannot deny the role that Tesla is playing in AI development. Tesla cars are connected to this big network of self-learning AI, that everywhere there's made a mistake, it will come back to this central data set. And this is applied already to 40,000 cars, and every mistake that one of those cars makes will be added to the data set and will be learning from their mistakes. And these Optimus robots will also be connected to this same system. So you can imagine, like, they are going to interact with the world, and everything they learn, every mistake they make, everything will be sent to this central data set that will, in general, just improve the system. And now these first robots will be quite expensive and not available to a lot of people, and will make a lot of mistakes, but the more and more versions they will build, the cheaper these robots will become and the more capable they will be. So if you ask me, what's the future of AI? Like, yes, it's very interesting to see all of this on the digital space, but I think the first company will actually revolutionize the world, the physical world, will be Tesla.